Hello everybody, this is part 11 of my procedural terrain development. I'm just going to hop right in. So first thing, the trees lighting has been completely rewritten. It's a little bit less buggy and a little bit less flashy than it was before, so that's always nice. I have added rocks. This was a little bit harder to implement than you would think due to conflicting material like changes, but rocks do exist now. This tree's actually growing out of the rock. It's so weird. There isn't collisions yet. I'll add those later. Um, Last thing before I get into the main topic of this video, the code probably will be open source in the next video. I have to do a little bit of code cleanup, and then it will be good and ready open source for everyone to see. So let me just hop into the main topic. So we have our menu. Ta-da! It's a little small. On YouTube, probably looks a little small. It's better in game, but it's probably a little small on like video. But in case you can't read it, we have our orthographic view and our zoom down here. We can zoom in, zoom out. We have our height multiplier here, our zoom multiplier, our test changes button, and our submit changes button. This one doesn't actually do anything yet. I'll add that later since it's a little bit difficult due to networking and stuff. I haven't really gotten into that yet. Okay, so you can change the height multiplier to anything. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. The bigger the height multiplier, the taller the mountains will be. The zoom multiplier is a little weird. So basically, the smaller the value, the more like spiky the mountains will be. So if I change this to like maybe 10-ish, and I hit test changes, the terrain generates, and you can see that we have our new terrain. Don't worry about that. I'll try and fix them. I'll try and fix that later. But yeah, we have our new generated terrain, and theoretically, in the future, you'd hit this submit changes button, and it would actually set the terrain to this. This is only visual, unfortunately. So yeah, it doesn't actually like change anything. It's just visual. Lighting generates super quick because of like the low resolution. It's hard to tell, but the resolution is way lower here because you don't really want like full lighting when you're looking at like what it's supposed to look like. So yeah, I can change this height multiplier to like maybe 10, and let's have like super small spiky mountains. Hit test changes, and you can see now we have all of these nice little kind of like small rigid spiky mountains. There's definitely going to be more options here. Obviously, there's a lot of space, so I'll probably have options for likely daylight cycle, like maybe implemented. Seasons maybe will be implemented. Stuff like multiple terrain layers will likely be implemented, and probably some other options that I can't think of right now will be implemented. So this is basically it for now. I'm thinking it would be nice if you guys could give feedback. I'm not a very good visual like designer. I mean, this was when you hit X, it generates back into the old terrain. I'm not a very good visual like designer, so this was the old menu that I made like a year ago or something. Maybe like 2 years ago. I don't remember, but I made this a long time ago. It looks absolutely horrendous. It looks terrible. So there is definitely some improvement, but the water menu, this is what it looks like. It looks really nice. This wasn't made by me. This was made by the other developer, but he's pretty good at visual design, so I'm taking some inspiration from this menu here and kind of putting it into this terrain menu. I'm thinking of maybe changing the background to some like kind of transparent green material. I think that would probably look pretty good. But yeah, that's about it for now. Again, feedback would be great.